How a Nigerian's UK dream became his worst nightmare. A Nigerian who moved to the United Kingdom about 3 years ago, he is currently facing deportation. He's being held in Heathrow. This guy's sister, who brought him to the UK, Carol, is saying that karma is what has befallen his brother. His girlfriend is begging the sister to help. There is a baby involved in this case. The sister says the sister said this brother doesn't deserve any favor. After all, she borrowed money to help her brother to come to the UK. Her brother Victor turned his back on the sister, thinking that he doesn't need anything from the sister anymore. The Launch Club is where you will hear the latest update about the daily experiences of immigrants in the diaspora. If you want to stay informed, please kindly follow us on all our social media platform. If you see any value in this afternoon's content, kindly support this channel by hitting the like button. Let me know whether you support what Victor's sister Carol is saying, or whether you think that Victor deserves sympathy given his current ordeal. Carol and her husband, Steve, they have lived in the United Kingdom for many years and they have two lovely children. Carol said that she has two brothers who lived in Nigeria. She has always done everything to try to help her brother. The one that she really wanted to help is Victor. The reason she wanted to help Victor is that Victor is very, very smart. Victor, at the same time, he was going to university in Nigeria at that time. Carol said that she has been doing everything. Twice she looked for a way to bring Victor to the UK. She said the first time he failed. Then she now decided that, you know what, this time around, I'm going to try Canada. She paid school fees for her brother, everything. At the last minute, everything didn't work. Carol said she's giving up. She's just going to give her brother, when the brother finished university, she's going to give the brother some money to start business. Meanwhile, she's already giving brother money to do some side hustle in Nigeria because she thought that this would stop her having to send money to the family every time. The brother wasted the money. Carol said that she now heard that the brother was arrested. In fact, the guy was paraded on TV in Nigeria for being involved in courts. He was arrested and the guy was in serious trouble. Carol said she spent more than 6 million to get the brother out of that trouble. After that trouble, her mom, who lives in Nigeria, was begging her, saying, please help your brother. Help your brother. If you do not take your brother out of this environment, this guy is going to go to jail or he will be killed. Carol said, given how much resources she has spent on her brother, she now said, instead of taking Victor, why not take the other one? But the other one said he's a pastor. He wants to focus on his ministry in Nigeria. So Carol then decided, okay, because my mom and dad, they are begging, they are getting old, let me then help my brother. She went to Nigeria. She said the reason she decided to help Victor was because when she went to Nigeria, she saw Victor, the guy was looking very old, that the time that the guy was arrested, the time he spent in police custody, now made this guy to be 10 years older than his real age. And Carol then decided, so you know what, let me help my brother. She then looked for a way for the brother to come to the UK. Before the brother came to the UK, she sat down with Victor and said, Victor, look, I have spent millions on you. This time, I am going to take a loan from the bank. And when I take a loan from the bank, I will then help you to come to the UK on this platform. Carol looked for somebody. They got Victor sponsorship for Victor, and Victor arrived in the UK. Carol said before Victor actually came to the UK, Victor was saying to her, please, what about my girlfriend? Help my girlfriend. Let me and my girlfriend come. She now said, no, you come first, because this person that wants to help you, the person said that if you guys want to come as a couple, it's going to cost him 14,000. I don't have the money. So she then brought Victor. Victor came to the UK on his own. When Victor arrived in the UK, as soon as he arrived in the UK, he was staying with Carol and her husband, Steve. He lived with them for 2 months. And during that 2 months, he didn't pay any rent. He didn't pay anything. The good thing about this guy, as soon as he came to the UK, he started working. A few days later, he was already earning money. After staying in the house for 2 months, Carol said she called Victor and said, bro, you've been staying in my house now for 2 months and you just started working now for 6 weeks. Look, you're going to start paying rent, and the money that you collected from the bank every month, I want you to be paying 650 from the money. That's what you're going to be paying. But you stay with me. I'm not going to charge you, but just pay 650 every month. But if you have more money, you can pay the money. Victor said, okay, that's fine. After she had that conversation with Victor, Carol said Victor stayed for extra 6 weeks. When he received his salary, she said, bro, what's going on? What about the 500 and something that you said we discussed? Victor said, I'll give you the money tomorrow. Don't worry. Carol said, Victor, the next day, it was on Saturday, when she called Victor on Sunday morning, said, Victor, we're going to church. Come on, let's go. Victor said, I'm not going to church. Before she came back, Victor has moved out of the house. Carol said she looked at Victor's room. None of Victor's things were there anymore. And she was like, what is going on? What Carol didn't know was that Victor had already started making plan of how he's going to bring his woman, and all the money that the sister borrowed, that he agreed that he was going to pay Carol back. His own plan was that he's not going to pay Carol, and that he's going to save up his money and use it to help his girl. Victor stayed. As soon as he moved out of the house, he stopped talking to Carol. Carol said she noticed that she sent Victor a message. Where are you? Victor's message blocked. The message wasn't delivered. She called Victor's phone. He couldn't call. But she used somebody's number to call Victor's phone. The number answered. Victor, what is going on? This morning you told me you're not going to church. Now I'm seeing that I cannot get hold of you again. Victor said, so Victor, did you block me? Victor said, he didn't say anything. Carol said she was shocked. She called her mom in Nigeria. Mom told her that Victor called her last night. I wanted to call you home. Victor called me last night, told me that you lied to him that you borrowed 12,000 plus from bank, that he doesn't believe that you borrowed the money, that as a big sister, that why would you be telling him money, you expect him to pay back the money that you used to bring it to abroad, that you're using him, that you're using him, you want to use him to make money. Carol said she was shocked. He told mom that, is it not what we agreed that I will take money loan from the bank and help Victor? And Victor said, mom said, I've already told Victor to pay you back the money, but Victor said he's not going to pay back the money. Carol said she was shocked that this is what Victor is going to do. He said before she knows what, Victor cut all contact from her husband. She said what pains her most was that her children, they respect Victor. She has raised them to see him as their uncle. Before the what? Where is Uncle Victor? Where's Uncle Victor? This daughter who is 13 has a mobile phone. Victor also blocked that girl from contact. Why would Victor do this? Before you know what, Victor started telling everybody in their community, how can my sister bring me from Nigeria to the UK and he now expect me to be paying back £12,000? Did she show me any proof? She did not show me any proof. She said she took loan from the bank. What? It's a lie. She want to use it to make money. It's a lie. I don't even believe she paid. Victor was saying all sorts of things against her sister. Victor was saying, before you know what, after 1 year and 8 months, Victor's girlfriend is now in the UK. The girlfriend is now in the UK. The sister said what really upset her. Victor told this girlfriend that me and you would have come together. My sister said that she doesn't want to help. Every discussion that the brother had with the sister had with Victor opened up, making the sister to look very bad to the girlfriend. Victor was, if not for my sister, by now we would have gone far. It's my sister. She doesn't want me to help. Victor was slandering the sister before his girlfriend. The sister who used to call Carol in the UK before, when she was in Nigeria, Carol would send her £50 when she needs money, send her this. As soon as the sister came, the sister blocked Carol as well. The girl, Victor's wife, girlfriend blocked Carol from all social media. She stopped all contact with Carol. They didn't do anything. Before you know what, Victor and Victor's Carol is now Victor's girlfriend. She's now pregnant. She's pregnant, expecting their first baby, and luck ran out of Victor. One day, he got a call that his employer told him that, look, our license has been revoked. We do not have any license again. The home office, you are going to have to get a job from another sponsor or else nothing for you. Victor said he thought it was a dream. A few days later, he received a letter from the home office saying that his employer sponsorship has been revoked and he will have to get another sponsorship or leave. The guy that owns the care company that where Victor was working, there are two Africans that own the care company. They were fighting among themselves over money. Both of them, because of the problem they were having, Victor now said, okay, since the company is now lost his license, the other one now said to Victor, don't worry, I will help you with sponsorship, but I need you to give me 7,000. Victor rushed, find 7,000. He gave this guy, as he gave this guy money, the guy stopped taking Victor's call. So Victor has lost 7,000. He has lost, his company has lost sponsorship. He doesn't have the right to stay in the UK. Give me 60 days to stay in the UK. Victor's life now turned. Victor that will stop talking to the sister for many years, that has been saying to the sister, oh, my sister is a bad person. Victor started not saying, when he realized that there's no go again, the sister is the only person that he can call. He now told his wife, who is not expecting a baby, to call his sister. The sister said she saw a call from nowhere, but the wife picked rang the call. Victor's girl rang. Auntie, please, Joma Bino, I'm very sorry. Why are you calling me? He said, Auntie, I'm just calling. Auntie, she didn't know what to say. Auntie, I just want to greet you. She dropped the call. Meanwhile, Victor's mom doesn't know what is going on, that the son situation in the UK is gone from cloud 9 to cloud 0. Victor is now back on his feet. Victor was now working in a restaurant. He got a job. Somebody gave him a job. He was working in a restaurant. Where he was working in a restaurant, at times he would go and do some black job on the street. Where he was working in the restaurants, immigration raided the place. The luck that Victor had was that he didn't go to work that day. He didn't go to work that day. They told him that they have the people that were raided, some of them, they've been picked. What Victor didn't know, because he didn't have money, he was living in a house with other people that didn't have paper. One morning, immigration came. He was lucky that the sister at that time was in hospital because she wasn't Victor's girlfriend. She was in hospital expecting to have a baby. Victor came back, said, let me go and sleep at home. As he was sleeping, the immigration raided the house in Leicester where Victor lived. And that is how my brother Victor, that thought everything is all good, him and 3 other people, they were arrested in the raid. Victor was now put in Heathrow deportation center. That was when Victor now realized that he had to call the sister. He was calling the sister. So he asked the sister, said Carol said she saw a missed call with a withheld number. When the person called again, she didn't know what to call. The person called again. It was Victor. Say, please, what is this, Victor? You've been in the UK for over 3 years. You haven't called me. Why are you calling me now? Victor is now saying, please forgive me for everything I've done. It's my wife. The problem is my wife. My wife is the one. I believe my wife. If I can get out of this trouble, I am telling you, auntie, sister, I'm telling you, me and my wife, we are finished. But the problem now is that my wife just had a baby. As we are speaking right now, Victor is being held in deportation center. The wife, she has not had a baby. She doesn't even have a house to go to. The wife is begging Victor's sister, please, I don't have anybody. I don't have anybody. The hospital are saying now they don't even have anywhere to discharge this woman to. And they've contacted, she now gave Victor's sister's contact to them. They've contacted Victor's sister, asking if the woman, the baby and mom can be discharged back to the place. Meanwhile, Victor is being hurt, but his wife and daughter, they are in hospital. The sister called me after I shared the story of a Ghanaian lady who got her sister deported. She called me to share the story with me. And she's asking, I pleaded that, I said, look, there's a child involved in this case. Victor is likely to be sent back to Nigeria, but there's a child involved in this case. This child is innocent. Please, if you can do anything, let them deport the child and the mom back to your place. Do you have any sympathy? If you were in Carol's shoe, would you allow the mom, your brother's wife, and your niece to be discharged? The baby is only a few days old. Would you allow them to be deported, or would you allow them to be discharged back to your place? Meanwhile, Victor's wife and the baby, if Victor is sent back to Nigeria, they will be sent back to Nigeria because they are Victor's dependent. The visa has been cancelled. What is your view? Have you done something good for anybody before since you move abroad that they turn their back against you? I'm sure you've done things that you've turned back. Let me know what your views are in the comment section, whether you have any sympathy for Victor or you think that it's this karma. Don't forget to give this a like. Don't forget to